today?
Because fossil fuel is horrible.
We don't want what we don't need.
We don't want dirty air.
You know, it makes so much sense. It's common sense. So I want to talk about what's been going on for the last 6 years. For the last 6 years, I have been fighting the frack gas expansion in Connecticut. And the reason that we're here meeting in front of the Department of Energy, or DEEP office, is because DEEP was in part an architect of the frack gas expansion in Connecticut going back to the 2013 Comprehensive Energy Strategy. Now, DEEP, to give them a little bit of credit, they want more frack gas because they believe that frack gas is better than coal or oil. And so I don't want to slam them without acknowledging that in their hearts they believe that they're doing the right thing. But now I'm going to speak from my heart. One question I keep getting over the last 6 years is why, if we already know factually, we have the science, we already know that burning fracked methane, or natural gas, which is its euphemistic name, if burning fracked methane creates more global warming greenhouse gas emissions than burning coal or oil, which it does as long as you include all the methane emissions from the point of fracking to the point of burning. If we know factually that it's worse, which we know, how can the Connecticut government and Connecticut agencies be approving a frack gas expansion? And this is a question that I get all the time. And for the last 6 years, I have struggled to answer that question. I have said they don't understand. They just don't know. And then I keep meeting them. And I'm always impressed because they're super smart and they're super thoughtful. So I've got a one-word answer, a really simple word answer for why Connecticut keeps expanding fracked methane despite knowing that it's destroying our climate and hurting people. It's corruption. Connecticut has a problem with corruption.
Yeah, it does.
And it's sad to say we have a history. We've had Republican governors go to jail. We've had Democratic mayors go to jail. This is equal opportunity as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to call out any political party, okay? This covers everything. And right now, at numerous Connecticut agencies, at our top level of government, whether we're talking about the Green Bank, we're talking about the lottery, we're talking about other agencies, all of these agencies are being investigated for corruption because there's so much corruption in our state. And part of the corruption is that our government and our non-elected agencies are making policies to expand fracked methane, which worsens the climate, it exacerbates climate change, it makes us sicker because there's more air pollution, that increases mortality and morbidity, especially among children. So what I'm telling you here is that these plans that are made by Connecticut agencies are literally killing children, and the more power plants they open, they're going to kill more children. And so what I'm going to tell you now is that the next time people ask me, why is this happening? The only honest answer I can give is corruption. And the other thing I'm going to say is that it's murder. When you approve frack gas infrastructure, pipelines, power plants, compressor stations, and you know from the scientific research that more children will die, but you keep approving these plants when you have alternatives, because of course we have the alternatives already in place, then you're a murderer. I think that it's reasonable for us to start using those words. We have alternatives. Connecticut already approved thousands of megawatts of offshore wind power. It's going to come online about the same time as this frack gas power plant. It is almost certain that this frack gas power plant will not ever actually run, or if it does, it will be for a very short time. Let's remember all the different infrastructure that goes into this power plant. They're going to build a brand new 2.3-mile massive pipeline to cart that frack methane from the Enbridge line, Enbridge of Native American tribe destruction. Let's remember who they are. The DAPL pipeline is owned by Enbridge. They're going to build a brand new pipeline, 2.3 miles, owned by Eversource, and it's going through Wyndham Land Trust land. That's why Wyndham Land Trust was one of the interveners against this project, along with Sierra Club. That means ripping up virgin areas, virgin land, to put in new pipeline, and that land never ever reverts to its virgin state ever again. The land becomes permanently compacted and it's changed hydrologically forever. They're going to bring in more gas. That means more emissions that come from the pipeline, the brand new pipeline that gets built. And I can promise you right now that DEEP will approve a 2.3 mile pipeline for Eversource. And how can I say that? Because I've been doing this for 6 years. And DEEP, the corrupt murderers, that's right, that's what I'm calling them now. I've changed my polite tone. The corrupt murderers will approve that pipeline because in 6 years that I have dedicated my life, my every waking moment to fighting this, there is not one fracked gas project that DEEP has ever, forget even refused, that has even ever questioned. Every compressor station that's been applied for, every new pipeline, every power plant, DEEP has approved it. And why? Because DEEP is the architect of the frack gas expansion in Connecticut. We don't need it. It's murdering us and it's destroying our climate. How much is enough? DEEP, how much is enough? DEEP, no more. So let's chant. Katie Dykes, we don't want her, we don't have, she's got to go. How do we say that? Frack gas gas power plants. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Frack gas power plants have got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Frack gas power plants have got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho! Frack gas power plants have got to go!
Hey, hey, ho, ho! Frack gas pipeline's got to go!
All right, we're going to march up and around and back around to get on the other side. And we're on the other side of the street. We're going to hold everything up at DEEP, and we are going to shout at them at the top.